All right. Well, hey, welcome everyone. Good to see you, Talos and Steven. Um, yeah, this should be fun. Something came in from Artrovo. We're gonna open it, see what it is, and if it's something buildable, I might start building it. And let's see. And I might play some video games too. I might do that on the stream because I don't know how long. It's you know what I love. It's easier to build a mobile suit ensemble on stream when I'm building a full kit. I can only get some of it done because I'm talking too much. I'm not focusing. I tend to build faster if I'm just like listening to a podcast or something and building. But I kind of like to get started to look at it, kind of show off, what this build could entail because it might get someone interested in building. But yeah, let's look at this because this is something that Artrovo Gundam now has in stock. Okay, and I think this is it'll be a special one. I actually don't know 100% for sure what it is, but I think I do. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is a new one for me. Again, I think you all are gonna think this is pretty awesome. All right, look at that. We've got the EMS-10 Zudah from MS Igloo. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get a MS Igloo high grade. How cool is this? Hey, B-Town KJ, good to see you. Yeah, glad you could join alive. Yeah, and then this being a special occasion, so Artrovo now has these in stock. So if you wanted to go grab them, again, you can even get 2 items and use that code Gundam Explained 78. Get free shipping on 2 or more items. I think that's a pretty good deal. But this is awesome. This, if you haven't seen MS Igloo, there's a great episode with the Zudah. It's interesting how MS Igloo works like a wiki that then, I guess, puts into motion or puts into practice what that lore is. Because you learn a lot with the Zudah. Ooh, look at all the decals. Okay, I'm loving this for a lot of reasons. I'll get to that here shortly. Let me start getting this open. Hey, Rogue New Type, good to see you. Yeah, good timing, because I'm curious, Rogue, what you think of the Zudah. You and I, we're both Fetties, right? But I think the Zudah represents a badass type of bad guy mobile suit. And the lore behind it is awesome. I was about to say, I think I did a video, but I think it was just the episode of MS Igloo that I did. You know what? And this is not a complaint, but there's not a lot to this. That could be a quick build. I wonder if I could actually get this done right now. I would love to. Man, there's a lot already I'm seeing about this that is pretty cool. So let's get this stuff out. Wow, yeah, look at this. Again, Artrovo Gundam has this in stock on his site. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 runners. And again, this is not a complaint. I love it when a mobile suit, especially one like this in particular, doesn't have a lot going on with it because I can't wait to get to the decals, the painting, the detailing. Let's look at some of the features it's got. I have the Zudah in my backlog. I think it's great. Oh, cool. Okay, good. So, you get it then. Okay. So for one, what I wanted to take a look at is the sticker sheet. I'm the type where I love these kind of stickers. They're not... I think water slides look better. But, and can be better. But I think these are really fun. Just because I don't have to... I could just place them where I want to, just one after another. There are a lot of stickers here. This goes up to 78, but for instance, 77 has a whole bunch. So, yeah, and like look at like the decal placement on this. This really is my style of mech. The humanoid look, machined look. it has the sticker placement. Okay. Something just came to me. So check out, like, back of the thruster and the bottom of what I assume is a rocket here. That actually is color separated here. But you can tell this was actually painted, and it actually shows in the instructions what that would be. So I should probably get myself some of that, because that's a small, if I actually don't already have it with a marker, I have to check my Gundam markers. That's a small, easy way to detail something. Just to make it pop and look cool. So that's actually really neat. I'm excited about this. Okay, I'm going to start building it, and I'm going to try to finish it. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. Yeah, just because it doesn't seem like there's too much. Whoa. Dude, look at the rifle. I love that. I didn't realize it had this rifle. And then what am I seeing here? That's interesting. Look, they're showing different ways, I guess you could detail the shield. Interesting. Okay, so that might be a whole new thing I'm doing. I'm going to use, I'll just use masking tape and all that. But it's interesting because it looks like there's like a bit of weathering. I wonder if I'll mimic that, because even though the colors, there's colors that are separated probably due to masking, it even looks like around the edges and everything, there's a bit of weathering that just gives it some more detail. Interesting. Okay. Here's a shot of the shield here, but they don't have that detail on it. So it's cool that it's actually in this. And I guess, okay, so here's the other thing. With the shield, it has, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess the idea here is you could build the 4 Zudahs if you had the 4 kits. Oh, and I love this shot with the GMs, because I have 4 of these GMs. So yeah, so photos might be pretty fun with that. Oh, tell us about the anti-ship rifle. Okay, that's what it is specifically. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I actually got to get this back open. So we could start. Okay, where are we starting? And I was supposed to get a vinyl record in the mail a few days ago, but because of the winter storm, it didn't happen. And it's in my area, but it currently just says missent. So I don't know when I'm getting it. I was hoping to have it by now. I'm going to turn on a little record in the background. And I'm going to monitor, because it might be the type of music that could be, flagged or whatever. So I'm going to make sure it doesn't come in too much on the mic. Talos Mobius, it has the full kit of anti-ship rifles, acting machine gun, Sturmfaust, and Heat Hawk. Does it also get a bazooka? You know what? We'll have to see. Right away, I don't think so. I just love how small how little parts there are. Yeah, I'm gonna want to color that. Yeah, I don't think I could ever finish a build on a stream, since I'm a stickler for doing all my nub work before assembly. There's that as well, depending on how the nub looks. Yeah. Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't finish on a stream. It's a lot of work. Okay, but let's get started here. Okay. Let's see. 19. Oops. Dropping things. All right. And then need this guy. Yeah, I tell you, I'm obsessed with the music that comes from the Godzilla Millennium movies, but only the movies where this one particular director got a particular, and he made 3 movies, and he got a particular composer. So each of those movies have amazing soundtracks, which are, what I like about it is they're all similar. Like the similar motifs are throughout all the songs. So you feel like you're kind of going on this journey, but they have some unique tracks depending on the movie. Like Tokyo SOS has a lot of Mothra themed stuff. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, what is this? Nope. Okay, here we go. There's 2 A's. What am I doing here? Okay. For those of you that keep track or whatever, when I usually stream, this would be a good example. If I wasn't working my full-time job, I would have during the weekdays, and like right now it's like 11 near, my time, near 12 p.m. Part of the plan, if I was doing a Gundam Explained full-time, would be like a daily either build, gameplay stream, like around this time. Just because I would fill what I would normally do from working into, creating, and I'm going to cover this in a Q&A. I'm going to do the Q&A soon because a lot of people submitted questions of like, I would turn what I would want to do at any moment into a video or a content. I should call it content. Like the video going out Monday, sneak peek, it's from Gundam Breaker 4, but it was more of a natural, this is what I'm doing, I'm excited about it, let me make it into content like I would be talking to everyone. And I think that's just a fun way to make content because it comes off way more naturally. I don't feel like, oh, I got to make sure I say this right or that right. It's more of, no, this is what I'm having fun doing. I'm really enjoying this talking and building at the same time. I'm like practicing. It is hard. Because I'm like thinking of what to say and looking at the perspective of the instructions and being like, okay, does this go here? Does this go there? Another cool thing is I like the idea of when I wake up, like this morning, I filmed my first video that will go out Monday, and then I am doing a stream now. And why I like doing that is because then for the rest of the day, it's more of like I feel like I have made my content that I need to. Like I've got it out of my system. I think that's a good way to put it. It's in my system to share the enjoyment of what I'm doing at any given time. And once I get that out of my system, then it feels good to just like, go, okay, I gotta do this right. To, go plan to do something, with the family, and then nothing is on my mind about like, oh, I can't wait to tell about what I'm doing right now in Gundam Breaker. Oh, when I go build. Like this package I got yesterday, and I almost... Okay, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right, because you know how it is talking. I almost opened it and started building it, because I was like, well, I'll just start building it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, but I want to show everybody, what came out, and that you can get it at Artrovo right now, actually, that he has them in stock. And the fact that these are meant for army building. You could buy 2 and not have to pay shipping. Okay. Oh, man, listen to this soundtrack. It's making me think of... something I want to buy next is the Kiryu model kit from Godzilla. It's the robot. It's the Mecha Godzilla. They just call him Kiryu in the Millennium series. And I was looking up videos of, like, what I need to do to... Because, you know how sometimes you get metallic model kits, but it's like a plasticky, and it's not really metal? Um, I found the paint to get. It's like a, oh, I have it in my shopping cart. Actually, let me pull it up. I haven't bought it yet just because this year, some of my New Year's resolutions is really not to buy things all the time. Let's see. Let me go to my cart. I had it saved for later. Tamiya polycarbonate PS63 bright gunmetal spray. Because at first I was going to go for chrome, I was going to go for silver, and then I saw someone using the bright gunmetal spray, and he sprayed it on the runners first. And I was like, would that work? And it does, because then what he did, he had the markers, so then any of the nubs he would just correct. Like that, after he cut, he would correct with the marker. I wonder if I could show this on screen real quick. Yeah, let me show this to you all real quick, just if you're curious. What does it? Here we go. So here you can see this is what I want to build right here. And though when you build it, the plastic doesn't look anything like this. This is it painted. Because I was like, wow, if it looks like that, I'm gonna get it like that. I'm gonna get, yeah, and here's the box. And then when I saw a video of it, it doesn't look anything like this. So yeah, again, I'm gonna, so it's not much work is what I'm trying to get at, where if I just go over the runners, and there's like a black, it's like separate runners, and there's like a black underneath. I wonder if that would look good with like a matte black or something, or I just leave it, I don't know. Anyway, I'm super excited about that. Not gonna jump on it yet, because it's $77. And then the Adam talks a lot and forgets what he's doing. No, and I have to buy the spray can. All right, here we go. All right, PC can. Oh, but this feels really good. I am just talking, getting all of my excitement out of my system. I remember being a kid. It's very interesting. Right now I'm in my zone where I can talk as much as I want. And hey, if you're annoyed by it, you know, you could always leave. But I remember being a kid and talking too much, and people and adults telling me, stop talking. It's just I was so excited about stuff. I remember when I got my first job at a grocery store, and the guy that was training me, you know, he was into video games and all that. He was probably a year or two older than me. But like, I kept talking about video games. And then one time he just yells at me and he goes, don't you have anything else to talk about? And then I was 15, and that moment right there was when I realized, oh, I do talk too much. Hey, Taco and Yoshi, good to see you. And, you know, I think everyone needs those moments in their life where, you know, it might hurt a little bit, but it's almost like they are kind of being shown, hey, this sort of way you probably need to tone it down a bit. Because, yeah, I didn't need to be talking about that stuff too much at work, but that's just how excited I would get. And I think that's what making content... Oh, yeah, Taco. Yeah, if you didn't see, we are building... And this was supplied to me by Artrovo Gundam, EMS 10 Zudah. This will be our first time building this. First MS Igloo kit, maybe the only one they have. But he's got some in stock. So just FYI. But anyway, yeah, making the content this way, the way that I can make it, it allows me to kind of express that part of myself that I realize in life I have to, you know, be careful about. And that is just talking. And because I know the same thing with my kids. There's a certain age, and I think it starts at 2, and it ends around 12. Where they just are constantly talking to you, and I have to like sometimes just be like, okay. But then sometimes it could be like, all right, well, that's enough for now, you know, because you know, it's like I don't want to enable them, but I also want them to have fun expressing themselves. So, um, okay, so far so good. Passion is a big thing for streaming. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, passion is, and I think sometimes the elements of what is required to stream almost get in the way of the passion because you're like, oh, I have to now be able to set up the technology and then I have to be able to be myself. And I think it's crazy. Like, I feel like it took me 3 years to then really be like, which I think is a good time to really get good or used to something where I was like, okay, yeah, I can just stream and not care. You know, part of it too is the family where it's like, I don't want it to be like where I'm filling all my time with this and then I can't do stuff with them. So like even this morning, my wife and I were like, okay, what are we going to do today? It's like, I don't know. And then the oldest is going to go play with his friends. And so it's like, okay, well then that kind of gives us time to just do our own thing. Okay. So let me pause talking for a little bit and that's the same on both sides. What am I looking at? Okay. And then it's A9 and A10. If you don't have that excitement and love doing what you are doing, when I lost passion for board games, I stopped reviewing. Same with video game streams, though I could get back into that. That is a really good point because it's like it's something that you like, you know. So then, why is it that sometimes we get tired or bored of it? And I just think it's a mix of things. I know when it comes to video games. So originally, when I was doing YouTube, it was strictly video game content because I came from blogging, you know, before it became video. And so when I was blogging, it would just be a stream of consciousness. Like, okay, wait a minute, hold on, let me. Okay, is that? Yeah, okay. Blogging is just a stream of consciousness where I'm just like I'm typing about everything I'm thinking gaming wise. But then when I started doing video game content on a YouTube channel, I was planning things out and having to like script and I was like, well, and then I think it came until recently last year where I was like, I don't need to do that. What I've learned from my Gundam channel is try to just be as inquisitive, curious, and natural as I am about it, and then share that. So that's why I do those streams every morning on Blue Gamer, Monday through Friday, where it's like my blog, where I'm just talking about the video games. I'm not trying to be like, well, let me, you know, script this to be this specific thing. Okay, 22, 24. So yeah, I guess like for the board games, for instance, it could be the way you were covering them didn't, it's like long term. It's like, okay, does this work long term? What? Oh, there we go. It starts to feel like a chore, yes, rather than something you enjoy doing. It rubs off the viewers and they move on. Exactly. You cannot type it. No, I always mess up typing in chats. You know, that's a oh, Adrian Khan, good to see you, and thanks for that save the other day about the impulse on stream. That was fun. Yeah, Zudah. Yeah. Supplied by Artrovo Gundam. So thanks to Artrovo. And there's a promo code if you guys want to use that to save some money. But um, okay, let me actually think real quick. Okay, that makes little sense to me. So this is that. Ah, is that okay? Um, yeah, and that's something I've learned too. If I'm making a video and I, I'm like, for whatever reason it might be, I'm not happy about it. It could be anything. It could be I'm not finding a good flow when I'm editing, or I feel like I'm having to stop and correct myself. It's like if that's happening, it means okay, I shouldn't be making this video. All right, we got that B26, B21. I quit doing board game reviews right before COVID, so either way, it was going to stop because I always played review copies with friends in person. Yeah, that's crazy to think. I mean, to look back at what kind of COVID did to people and to content, and even to like the video game industry, the movie industry. Yeah, what am I looking for? But anyway, that oh, I know zero editing skills. I have a friend do my oh, okay. Yeah, for me, I think that was my original. So 6, let me yeah, I keep forgetting where that was 21. So as far back as in high school, I was doing video editing because I liked it, because I always wanted to make movies. So we had this class where we would learn about TV, film. We would make the announcements that would go up in the high school. And so, yeah, I would be the one talking. Not all the time, just sometimes. There's a bunch of us. I would be editing them. And it was because I wanted to do that. And so um, that's what made it when then I was doing video game content on YouTube, when it was going from blogging to video, I was like, okay, I'll use my video skills for this. So I was spending my time editing, making, these videos. But I was like, well, I like video games, I like video editing, but this is not the correct sort of way I want to do it. And that's what got me burnt out from my video game YouTube, and I just wouldn't be consistent. But again, like now I said, I have a flow where it's more of a stream of consciousness, kind of like right now, where I'll just be talking the news, latest things going on, which again goes back to that earlier concept I was talking about, where I have this thing about me where I talk a lot and I always want to talk to people about stuff. But in my older age, I've learned to be more reserved and not talk too much. This kind of lets me get back. I mean, I remember I I didn't misbehave in school, but I would joke in class. And I kind of learned even through that, like when I should and shouldn't be joking. All right, so this looks like it's going to be easy to take apart and put together. I think I am going to paint this, that bronze, but I'm going to put it here now. In fact, let me double check to see if I... So I might not even have that color, because the only metallics I have are like the silver, the gold, and the gunmetal. Which the gunmetal might look good, like for instance on the thruster, but I'd still want to get. So either I'm going to look for a Gundam marker or just go to the store and grab a paint or something. Okay. All right. Now a bunch of bees. Um, I think I need to change the record here in a second. Hey, anyone have any GameStops close by near you? None of the ones near me did, or plan to. I mean, like that they've addressed, but I do know some people that their GameStops have already closed that were near them. Okay, I do like this sort of little bit of detail where the separate little thrusters. And I just love the look of the backpack because it's not a traditional Zaku forward Federation, you know. This is like early on when they were figuring out design stuff in universe, which the artists do a good job of reflecting. It's like informed design. I guess that's a good way to explain the way Gundam designs their technology in mobile suits. It's informed design. The design is supposed to also tell a story, not just look cool. Yay, mother. All right. Let's see. I just finished a high-grade Gundam Kamaris Vidar, pretty plain build, but it will probably be my first test of custom paint job when I'm ready. That's cool. I once had 4 GameStops within 3 miles of each other. Wow, it's down to 2. Well, it also looks weird to try to make up for its engine. Yeah, yeah. So, let me change my record. And to show real quick, here's the second vinyl of the Godzilla. That's the Kiryu Mecha Godzilla. Here's the vinyl actually, and actually it's probably safer that I'm doing this here anyway. I feel like it's funny sometimes, like for my computer desk, for my shelves, it's like I want a separate table that I'm preparing things on, because really all surface area has its use, but I don't have, except for my desk right next to me, I don't have many just plain surfaces to do whatever on. I tell you, one day I would love to have a bigger, like, office workspace, whatever. To be honest, I'm very thankful for the house we have. It's it's a good size, but it's still like on the smaller end of family homes. But that comes with its own perks. Easier to clean. Okay, and then so I'm going to put this one in. That looks cool. Yeah, and the one I ordered for the Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, which is the first soundtrack made by Michiru Oshima. That's also a special edition vinyl. But it's so crazy how I was so into Castlevania music this past year, and the first name of the composer is Michiru. And it's the same with Godzilla. I don't know. I just think that's crazy coincidence. And then this is the Godzilla from that. This is the SH Monster Arts. And so I just put it, I love the tail. I just put it on top of the record player with the artwork just to kind of set. You know what I was talking about before in a previous, hold on. On a previous stream, it's like when you get into something, it's like Christmas where you can create an environment where you're immersing yourself in it, and it just brings a new level of joy and entertainment, I guess, to you. So I'm talking so much I'm running out of breath. Okay. And to be fair, my wife and I went out last night. We had some drinks, and I seem to be fine. She's a little under. Okay. But I wonder if I'm going to start feeling it. Okay. It looks cool looking at this because there's like stickers to put on there. I think that's really going to add to it. For metallic markers, there's a seller of some modeling tools called Ray Studio. Yeah, Ray Studio. Not sure how accessible they are for US, but they sell really good metallic markers among other tools. You know what? I haven't checked out their metallic markers, but I am familiar with them. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Model Marker EX. What's this? Reality Model Marker EX from... Oh, this is amazing. The 8 set is $25. And it has... You know, I think it's in Japanese. The actual colors. I wonder if it says it in the details. Let me see if I can share this. But this is exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. I'm going to order this right now. Okay. Thank you so much for bringing this up right now, because this is exactly what I'm looking for, especially when I was talking about that, and I'll show it off again. The Kiryu that I want to build and paint, I'll need that marker for like the details and the touch-ups. So let me... Wait a minute. Where was I? Wait a minute. Now it's saying $12.99. Oh, if I pay $25, I get where it's a pointed tip and flat tip. I mean, that's still a good price. Let me buy it real quick. They're from Korea. Okay, cool. I'm curious with okay, I'll do that. That's a really good price. I'm so glad you brought this up just now. Shipping is $11. I think that's fine. Oh, no, there's only one method. Okay, I just ordered it. Thank you, Ray Studios. And thank you, Adrian, for bringing that up, because I'm familiar with them, but never really thought to buy something from them. Talos Mobius, the Jupiter engine was a prototype, and it had a lot of faults, thus the unintended combustions. Yeah, that's interesting stuff. That's what I loved about the MS Igloo episode, right? Like, it's almost like a wiki, but also an episode of story. Adrian, yeah, about that Godzilla figure. Yeah, I've been trying to collect the SH Monster Arts. Are really expensive, so I don't have too many. Okay, now we're on some other stuff here. Yo, Zionic Shadow, good to see you. Yeah, I got Zudah from Artrovo. And I might, even though I'm talking a lot and delaying myself, I could have probably been finished building it by now. There's not many runners, which I love. I love that. Taco, I have their Chrome, and they are the best out of the ones I have tried. Otherwise, I highly recommend it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dispy. I've heard that too. Okay, well, cool. I'm glad I got those coming. Um, okay, and then I need B, and this was 18 and 19. That and 17. All right, let's. Oh, a sticker's needed on something here. Okay, that's the I. So let me. What sticker does it say? Okay, yeah, the sticker looks bigger than the piece, but I think it's meant to wrap around. Oops. um. No, okay. It looks like it's the surface area is exact. Cool. You can see the eye. Yeah, I love building things like this. Like, I don't know if I should paint it, but there's even all the little like technical. Um, what am I trying to say? You just see like the wiring, the insides. Um, Curious how much of that is going to be seen in this. Okay, so I did this, and then I do. And that turns the eye, so that's cool. Okay, so that's with the head together. You could still move the eye around. There are the underlying electronics and all that, but I think that's actually going to be hidden when I put on the blue top to it. So, right? So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let me get this on. Okay. I really like how easy they make moving the eye. I don't know if I have to take, yeah, I might have to take off the top once I get that on, but at least it's somewhat accessible. All right. Uh, so this is supposed to slide down to there. All right, and then let me get the rest of this head. So it's 12, 11, 12, 13. So, gotta work on the nubs on the side. Okay, what else is going on here? Oh, Xenox, are you building two kits at once? That's a way to do it. I just got those steady ultra fine polishes, polishing files set in for 15 on Amazon. Well worth it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I got some recent ones too. Still love the razors though. Got to get working on stuff. Talk to you later. Okay, see you, Talking Yoshi. By the way, mailed out the giveaway. Oh, nice, man. Yeah. What's his name? Gunpla Uncle. That won that. Right? Was it Gunpla Uncle? Because yeah, he lost all his stuff, so I think that worked out for him. Because I guess he had a place, he had to move out, and I guess the storage unit he was sharing with someone, they took all of the stuff from him. So I think that worked out. So congrats to him. Adrian Kong, I love both the look and the lore of the Zudah, how Zimad was a competitor to Zionic for the contract to produce mobile suits. Yeah, I love that stuff. I love that idea where these have like competing manufacturers, and it's little lore that doesn't really matter, but it makes it fun. It gives. Okay, let me think about this real quick. Oh, okay. So this is optional, but I do like it. So that's the thing. You could build four variants, and I don't know if 1 through 4, because there's stickers for them, has the antenna or not. I'll have to look that up. Okay, so there's that plugged in, and then yeah, it's either one. Yeah, it's either this or this that you plug in, but I like the antenna piece. All right, so there's the head. I think that looks great. Interesting. Is there like an alternate way? It looks like there's 3 different ways that you can put a head together. So I wonder if that means there's variants. Interesting. I'll have to save these pieces just in case. Okay. All right, let's see. So let's go back to A for a second. Okay, so this might be left and right arms. Let's see if I can do them at the same time. Yeah, because they're numbered the same. I'll just build up to this point and then let's look and see. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if that will be moving around. It doesn't like snap in or fit in. You just have to like get it over. Okay, and then this goes on top. So got that. Okay, and then A29. Hey, Kitsuneko. Good to see you. Which Zuda are you building? I am going to build the, I guess the commander type, but I'm wondering, and I could probably research this, like what number the commander type is, because you have the option to do, 1 through 4, and so I don't know if. Okay, the picture without the commander type shows that as number 4. So I'm just going to assume 1. There's a picture of the commander type, but I can't see the number. And maybe there's more to it than that, but yeah, good to see you, Studio WD. Oh yeah, Adrian Kong, yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks cooler with that. It's just a neat idea. Considering it's an antenna, but it's really just a cool looking thing. Okay. So you like the Zudah F more. So is that another kit that exists? Let's see. Because I guess, was that supposed to be the type before they made it into the one in MS Igloo? Let me see, I'm looking that up right now. Oh, it's just a modified version. Okay. What was it featured in? Appearances. Blazing Shadow. Okay, that was from Blazing Shadow. Oh yeah, that's the one that's in GBO2. That's right. Yeah, I do like the way the thrusters are a little bit different on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no kit of it though. But that could be potentially a mod, although there is a lot different actually. Interesting. Yeah, because the knees do look more like a Gaian. Because that's what it was developed from. It's a combination of the Zudah and the Gaian. That's pretty neat. Um, yeah, yeah. After that, that is pretty neat. Hey, maybe that's another video, right? Like, what's the difference between the different Zudahs? All right, so the next part, um, all right, I'm gonna turn around the vinyl. All right. Funny story, I was going to call myself Blazing Shadow before I went with Zionic. Blazing Shadow is pretty cool, but that might be a Sonic character. Right. Blaze the Cat, Shadow. Yeah. What's I doing here? Okay. Yeah, the A40. Okay, I got those, and then I need the PCI. Speaking of PCI, that is an interface on a motherboard. I was hoping my youngest put his computer into a new case. It was way easier than I thought, actually, just because his system isn't that, you know, he, it's a basic computer. He doesn't have like a high end system. It was like leftover parts from an old build of my brother's. It's enough for him to play Fortnite, Roblox, and stuff like that. But I was proud of myself because when I put it all together, I didn't think it was going to work first time because it was a lot of older connectors too, like hard drives, actual mechanical hard drives, when I use just a solid state stick that's plugged into my motherboard. But it all worked. Yeah. So, okay, and so for this 830 and 831. And I got to make sure I'm actually doing it the right way because the left and right aren't exactly the same. So I don't want to put a piece on wrong. All right, so for instance, this goes here. Yeah, this goes here, right? Yeah, it's supposed to. Oh, interesting. So this piece that goes in almost has two different sides. Okay, well, I'm glad I caught that. Well, I guess I wouldn't be able to put it together. Where there's one hole here but two here. So it's an interesting non-symmetrical piece. So even on here, yeah, I got to turn it around. So that's why it wasn't fitting in that well. Uh, is this actually working? All right, so far so good. C15. Hey, Gunpless Slinger, good to see you. Speaking of the Adrian Kong, speaking of the Guyan, always wanted to get my hands on the Guyan Krieger HE kit, best looking variant. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a goofy. The original is kind of a goofy design, in terms of like realistic robots, but those other interpretations actually look really good. And Gunpless Slinger, yes, there are 3 different heads, and Unit 1 is the commander's unit. Thank you. The manga MSG Hunter of the Black Cloth is about a Zudah pilot and shows how some Fetties would use evil tactics to win. Ah, that's okay. That's good to know. But thanks for confirming that one is the commander unit, so I know for sure to use that. That is excellent. Excellent stuff. Okay, what? Oh, these are the same on both sides? Interesting. Never seen a piece like this before. I like that. It's just a random circular piece and with a square in the middle, and it just kind of holds things together. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, and then PCN, PCH. Where did I put that? Hey, Barry BB, good to see you. Glad you joined. Working on the Zudah. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm thinking I might be able to get this done in one sitting because there's not too much to it, which is not a bad thing at all. Like I was saying earlier, I think this is, I like this. So if you guys don't know, and I have it for sale, it's a Gunpla build mat for when you're just doing a build like at your desk. It's like a mouse pad mat, but also you could build. It is for sale. Steven has one, and you might have seen it in some recent streams of his. The one they sent me was completely misprinted. So I don't want to use it. I had to get to them and be like, hey, I need a new one. So that's kind of sad because like I would hate if I was to start promoting it and then people were ordering it and then it was misprinted. So I'm kind of waiting until I get it when that works. They know the situation, so it doesn't happen again. But I also made a new one too that I'm gonna have up where it's just the mat and it has a logo in the middle. Your logo should be black instead of white. Well, funny you mention that. I have a new logo. It's the same thing, but I'm actually using it blue, a dark blue that I'll put up soon. I don't want to change right away because I don't want to like change it and then realize I don't like it and then change it again. I want to be consistent. So, Zionic Shadow, let me get with you later and get your thoughts on. Actually, let me send it to you right now. Just because I do think about this every day. Because I just want to give it like a slight change where it just looks a little more premium, but not that it's too different. Okay, where's our chat? I know we have a bunch. There we go. All right, where did I put that? Actually, I have a couple. Actually, 3. Let me send you 3. And just be honest with what you think. And this would at first just replace the YouTube profile picture, and then maybe I'd slowly incorporate it into other. But actually, yeah, a mat I am selling is it's like a new one I made. it's up on the website. It's dark like this, but it has like faded the Gundam Explain logo in the background, and I kind of want to have that for like when I'm doing my videos. But then it's for sale if anyone wants it. Okay, so let me get this arm part finished. Okay. All right, let's put these together. So get all right, go together. I really like the. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Just kind of way the detail works with this. Like it's more of like a good form of color separation where this could have been molded on one of the parts, but instead they made it separate. I think it's very nice of them. I guess. All right. Yeah, I feel the same way, Yannick. Like I love the gold one, but the blue one just fits more. And the gold could be used for like special occasions or something. Cool. I'm glad you like it. Um, yeah, it just kind of gives it more of a premium textured feel, just more like there's more to it. Because I like my logo, but it just kind of a flat white piece, or piece of artwork. That's okay. Again, um, all right, got these done. So then it's yeah, easy enough. All right, there's an arm. Do that with the other side. All right. There are the arms. Okay, now the hands. Mecha Geek PR. Hello from Puerto Rico. Well, yeah, thanks for joining. So, as a mecha geek, what are some of your favorite mecha? I guess. Um, Exotic Shadow Gold should be limited though. Yeah, I think I want to come up with something where it's kind of a limited thing. Like I might maybe if I do a shirt that has the gold on it. Um, yeah, and that's another thing too. So the images I showed you also has this texture around it, but I think I can remove that outside texture for like if I was to put it on a shirt or something. Um, but yeah, the thing with the texture would be used for like profile pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, again, giving it a little more depth. Yeah, I really like it. I really do. I think today, I'm glad I showed it to you, Zionic Shadow, because that actually makes me feel better about it. I think later today I might uh, change it, do the change. Yeah, I should do little refreshes and changes now that I've hit 10,000. I'm really excited and proud, and like I'll have a Q&A going up later. I got some questions from some folks that I will yeah, which one is this? Yeah, I got some questions I'll discuss, and the questions will be answered in the context, like if it's not related to lore, just in the context of what I've learned going through this, because it's been a crazy journey. Okay, is that even right? No, that's not even right. 1, 2, 3. It seems like this would be right. Okay, yeah, that's right. I didn't want to force it, but it was like that has to be the correct, which that's good, I guess, for putting the gun in the hand so it doesn't fall off. Okay, that actually reminded me of something. This is a quality kit because they have a hand with a trigger finger. Sometimes we'll get high grades where they won't even have the trigger fingers anymore. It's like, what are you doing? Let's do the gun because that's actually next. All right. Let's slap this together. Okay. Oh, okay. I was about to say that doesn't make any sense, but that was all me. Okay, so a sticker goes in here. And this one is This one. Let me. No, she. Sorry, something happened behind me. Um, let's see. Adrian Kong. Considering how old this kit is, yeah, it's impressive that it has an actual gun holding hand. Yeah, exactly. That's um all right. Um um uh uh, oh, the audio's doing something where it delays. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. That's in check check. Okay. I think we're back. Xanax Shadow forgot to send this, but me and SNY are happy, Sig New York are happy to be a part of the growth of the channel. Oh yeah, I'm happy too. I think a lot of, since the beginning, you connecting with me has kind of helped me navigate and understand like the world of, Gundam content creation, you know, who to meet, who to talk to and all that. And it's been super helpful. Um, I think, yeah, you've been a pivotal part. You and Sig New York have been a pivotal part of the channel growing for sure. That's why I want to do that New York trip. I'm telling you, I want to do the New York trip, and I'm gonna figure it out. Um, yeah, we're just talking. There was an event that was supposed to happen this weekend, and it happened to be right now. Um, but by the time we got ready and when it would be over, um, it's kind of a sad thing. I don't want to get into it too much, but I don't mind that we're not going because it's a sad thing. But at the same time, I feel bad about it's a thing. Someone passed away, and so it's kind of a sad thing. Um, okay, let me get back to what I was doing because that did kind of distract me for a second there. Okay. Okay, so we got a lot done here. We're getting close. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. That mat I was selling. So the one I'm selling has like a part for left, right, torso, head. That's like kind of the idea. And as you're building it out, you could put those pieces there. I came up with the idea. I mean, my son helped me. We were sitting here just thinking of like how to make it easy to build. And that's what we came up with. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got this guy. This. Oh, okay. There's another part to that. Nice. I really like this gun. So that kind of goes into gun plugs into that. All right, check that out. And there's more. So with this plugs in here. Plugs. here, which is another sticker, which is very interesting because that's like really far down in there. Yeah, so interesting how far down the sticker actually goes. You can see it, it's reflecting here, but it's maybe half an inch. So it'd be hard to get it perfectly on because it's not perfectly on. You can't really tell. Um, but okay. Um, and then the feet are turned around. Yeah, this is a badass weapon to have. Love it. I wonder how often we see this. Is this just a Zudah weapon? I know there's more anti-ship rifles. Um, oh, hey, what's up, Ian? But yeah, I wonder because I know Shar had one. I wonder if it's the same. Like, it was that standard use, or did it depend on the mobile suit? Okay, there's something else here, but that might be further down. Um, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's with the rest of D. So D was like the entire rifle. All right. That looks awesome. And okay, only one of them, and I picked the right one, plugs into the top, and only one of them has a little peg to plug in, so that would go this way. Fully featured gun. This is great. Love it. Oh, the GM Camo used the same 135 millimeter anti-ship rifle. Thank you. I love knowing information like that. I love to understand like the use of something, in the grand scheme of things overall, and not just like a one-off because it looked cool for this mobile suit. Which that's okay too. Okay. So let's do the shield. All right. Oh, there's this. Okay, the top. before I snap it together, make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to. All right, there's that, and then okay, that's probably for later. All right. Okay, this is coming together. Interesting head. I love the neck. You know, it's like it's bigger and bulkier. Probably has more internals, which didn't maybe require, you know, kind of the venting from the Zaku's. You know, get different developers were kind of talking about that. Um, even though there's some stuff that's similar. I love how these things snap in, and then those arms, the shoulders can come forward quite a bit too. It's really nice. And then yeah, let's get this. Oh, here's something I probably totally forgot and messed up because yeah, whole other piece I forgot about, but it should be easy to put together. That's what I get sometimes when I am building the pieces together at the same time, like the left and right arm, because that has a what is that? Oh no, that was this. Oops. There we go. So I have to try to take this apart, which I probably can. Okay, yeah, because that's lower down. Let me. All right, and if I take this off, uh, then this, I think it goes. I don't need to take everything. This goes. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Okay, and then yeah, this would then. How does this go? Like that? And then this on top. Oh, so far, so good. There we go. There we go. That should do it. Okay, cool. Okay, that was a good save. I'd hate it if I had to break something. Still not too late, but there we go. Okay, so now that makes more sense for getting the shield on. That's kind of an interesting way to go about it. I do love how different this is than building other Gunpla. It's pretty cool. Um, hey Ian, how old is this kit? Yeah, I think this is old. This probably came out, yeah, 2006, right after MS Igloo. So it's interesting how I feel like good this kit is for its age because it has the trigger finger, and they don't do that anymore. Um, let's see. I think I need to buy some new nippers so I can get back into building kits. Yeah, and you know what? In my opinion, especially if you're just getting back into it, buy whatever. I got these on Amazon. I just went by the review and read the reviews. CHP 17.0 or 170. I mean, I do have the God hands, but it's only if you really want to spend that much. These help for little things. I don't use them all the time. Talos, so my antique store had a rare collectible the other day. I forgot to mention it. It had a Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Scout Class Deadlift. That's a rare kit I had not seen before. I might grab it. Yeah, you should. It was a 2-in-1 pack called Road Rival Showdown. Say, I'd like to say like 16. Oh, it came out in 2016. It was Beachcomber, Autobot, and Deadlift. That's pretty neat. I have not built any of those kits, but I remember seeing like a Starscream, I think, that I considered building. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a gimmick that I am unaware of, where you can just like push down on the arm. Is that something that happens in? Yeah, it's showing it. Yeah, it's showing it right here. Push down on the arm to extend it, but for what reason? But neat that it's there. I guess that's something it did. Maybe I missed in MS Igloo or something. Okay. So yeah, this then yeah wraps behind it. I love that. I love that look. This is already pretty top tier for how old it is, for the gimmicks and the functionality. Okay. Yeah, and that looks great. Okay, yeah, two-handing it right here. Looks good. Yeah, I'm liking this. All right, so you know what? I am going to take a break right now. And in fact, maybe even later today I'll finish it because really it's just the legs and the rest of the weapons, which it's not much left. I just, after sitting for almost 2 hours, I feel like getting up for a little bit. But here's all that's really left in terms of runners. So yeah, I'll probably get back on later tonight maybe and finish the build on stream because I also want to play a game on stream that UC Climax. So I might be doing that a little bit later. Or so yeah, maybe finish up the kit, play the game, or play the game, finish up the kit. I don't know. We'll see what the night brings. I should say, oh, 16 years old. Okay, I should say those are not kits. They are action figures, but they are still pretty rare and collected. I still have a lot of old kits. Yeah, you know me, I'm action figure guy. Yeah, and Ian, you know. The Zudah arms are designed to give it more reach when it punches with the shield spikes, and so I can grab weapons off its legs easier. And so it can grab. I love that. I love that part of, you know, the technology and all that explained. Yeah, because I don't have much more. That'll be quick, and then yeah, then it's all about the stickers. That's probably going to take the most time, but I don't mind because usually that's pretty fun. Lots of excellent stickers. Like I love just having like text on the neck right there. That's amazing. So anyway, if you guys are interested in picking this up, Artrovo Gundam got in a supply. I have that promo code that you can use where you get free shipping on 2 or more items. So feel free to do that. But yeah, I'm going to jump all. Thanks for joining. If I do go on later, I will schedule it ahead of time. I'll try to do it as far in advance as possible to give everyone the heads up. I walked away for a moment and came back to my name being dropped. Oh, yeah, action figures. You know how, like, as much as kits are cool, I think action figures are our first preference in general for stuff, so. But yeah, I'll be on a little bit later also. Yeah, thanks for joining. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you later.